Drain type we can choose. So by default it's half round. So normally I will choose this crossing road one is covered. So drain number 2 covered. Drain number 6 covered. Okay. So after that, we also can edit the dimension. Okay, dimension for the drain. Okay. So if I say iteration no, that means we can edit. We can change the value. Freeboard H1. The H2 cannot change because it's W2 divided by 2. We can change the W2 and the W1. Okay. When we change it, you can see the Q will automatically change. The drain capacity will automatically change. Okay. If we say iteration yes, that means program will assign to us. Okay. We'll do iteration and get the most economical design for us. Okay. For the gradient, also the same concept. You can say iteration yes. That means the gradient will proposed by the software. Overland time, the T0. So we can either key in the value or we call out the calculator. So we can see here the L and the S is ready. All this is picked up from the drawing. Okay, because we have the existing and proposed level inside the drawing. So can easily pick up from there. And then the manning roughness, we have to tell the program which surface type we, let's say we choose concrete. Okay? So we get the T0, calculate. So we get 3.5 T0. Okay? The second one also the same. We can go here, then we choose, then calculate 2.12. Okay? Or we want to key in also can. Okay? So after we key in, so automatically we'll get the TC. Okay? TD, drain time is automatically calculated. And TC, T0 plus TD and the TC. So we follow the MASMA table, 5, 10 minutes, and 15 minutes. Okay? So we won't give you 6 minutes. So ARI here, let's say for cover I choose 10 years, the rest I choose 5 years. Then the location, you can choose KL. Okay, then rainfall intensity is ready, all done. Okay, after we key the data in front. So also we can choose to say user define yes, then we can key in our own value. Okay. So for the catchment already pick up from the drawing in hectare. Okay, so the rainfall intensity also done. Only the runoff coefficient we have to manually key in, or we can call out the chart. So we can choose whether it's urban or rural area. Let's say urban, type number 2. Okay. Second one is urban, type number 3. So all this is follow MASMA. Okay. Maybe last one is the type number 8, previous area. Okay, so 0.55. The coefficient C is 0.55. Okay, so that's all we can analyze. Okay, so the icons here. Is it hot? Anyone hot? Feel hot? No. Because I'm presenting a very interesting software. Okay, so this is the output, key plan output. So you can see the drain number 1, ground level, invert level, and the tap automatically will draw for us. Okay, and then we have this half round 300, freeboard, H1, H2, W1, W2. We can always turn on or off. If you don't need the value, we can turn off. With the text we don't need, we can turn off in the parameter setting. Or after you export to the AutoCAD, you can move or you can edit in the AutoCAD. Okay. So for the long section, so we provide the long set also now. So you can see this is our cascading drain because the gradient cannot pass because I set 200 gradient cannot pass, so it's cascading drain. Then this is the drop. Okay, so this twin node number 4 join into the network. So the program proposes a drop to this node number 4. Okay, so we also provide iterative table. So this is for submission. So this is network number 1. So we can do more than one network now. Okay, last time we cannot do. Now is the improvement there. Okay, so the texture report. So this is full detail calculation. Follow the Masman guideline. So all the formula, and even will tell you from which equation. I think you submit this one, the authority will be happy lah. And all the detail is there. Okay. Okay, and this is the QS quantity. Okay, so that's all for the train. So we can turn off. So we go to this next software, next module lah. So it's inside the same software. So we can see it's still the same. The network, everything is still the same. So we can do some editing in the parameter setting also. So for the material, we have this pipe type. This is the default setting. We have 6 type: VC, RC, CI, HDPE, UPVC, and DI type. Okay, so we can add more. And then if you add in, we have to propose the Manning, Hazel-Williams, global by all the coefficient. Okay, and then you can choose which velocity equation you want to use: Manning, Hazel-Williams, or global wide. Okay, and then the type of premises, this one follow the IWK requirement. We also can edit. I say I don't like 1 per student. I want to change to Pelajar, also can. Okay, so design. So we have the design criteria. It's the same like just now. We have this. You can adjust the minimum maximum gradient, the depth, the velocity, everything you can adjust. Then the diameter. So we can propose the minimum diameter. This is a 150. If the diameter cannot pass, we go to 200 up to 400. If 400 still cannot pass, then program will put out an error message. Okay, unless we add in more. Okay. Crash analysis. This one is not in the civil software. Later on, after we finish everything, we can check the crashing. So this one don't need to do anything. So the rest is the setting for the coloring and the text height. Come back to input. So we can start to model the sewer pipe with the manhole. Let's say I propose one manhole here. And go to the road. Then the software will always prompt us. Okay, this one, the length more than 100 meter. So this one we can preset. Let's say our sewerage length must not more than 100, or maybe 30, some may say 30. So you can preset in the parameter setting, so the program will do internal checking for us. Okay, so just model. Okay, so that's all. So the flow is from 1 to 2. We can change the flow direction. Let's say I just double click. You can see now it's 2 to 1. Double click, 1 to 2. Okay. So that's all. We go to the spread input. So the ground level is there. Maybe I just edit the last one, become 1.2 meter. Okay. And the invert level also is automatically calculated if we say the iteration is yes. Okay. Same as the depth and the drop. And for the silver pipe, the PE, you can call the calculator, so we can choose. So this manhole, let's say, is cover commercial area, is 5,000 units. I mean units, that means the unit here, 100 meter square a unit. It means 500 is 5,000 is 5,000 meter square. So the PE is 150. Let's say this manhole also cover residential. Residential is 5 PE per house. Let's say you have 10 units. So we get 50. Calculate. So we get grand total PE is 200. When we close it, so we can see automatic update here 200. Okay. So I just apply all. You can right click and apply all. That means copy down. Okay. And then pipe type. So we can choose the type. And just remain VC pipe. And then for the diameter, and the gradient will remain as a auto iteration. That means yes lah. Huh? If you want to change the value, we can say no. Okay, so we analyze. Okay, like this, that means pass lah. Okay, I will show you one case of fail. So let's say this one, the PE very big, 50,000 PE. Okay? So when you analyze, so come out the analysis fail. Okay, so this is the internal checking. So when you click OK, so will come out the table. You can see highlight in red color. I mean this part 4 to 5 already failed. Okay, when we double click, so the software will highlight to us this part. Okay, imagine if you have thousands of pipe or hundreds of pipe, so it's very easy to navigate the location of the pipe. Okay, so what to do? Actually, we can add in the diameter of the pipe. Okay, so let's say I add another 800. Okay, so if 400 cannot pass, the software will say fail. Now for another choice, 800. So we see the software will pass or not. So if pass, that means no error message. Okay, so we can see the last pipe. We can see the software choose 800 millimeter, so that can pass. Okay, so the Excel report, no problem, no highlight. And this is our QS. Okay, we have only two types, 150 and 800 VC pipe. This is a long section. So you can see this is the drop, and then the pipe size is very big. You can see this one is bigger, this one is smaller. Okay, so that's all. We can close it. So we can go to the next one. Water reticulation software. Okay, so it's the same. First of all, we need to check the parameter setting. Okay. If you preset already, you can load it. Okay. Some of the users, they will save for Para 1 parameter setting, maybe Shabas, Selangor 1 parameter setting, and Kedah, Kelantan, all different. Okay. Then you can always load up. The template can save in a file, and you can always load your parameter setting for all our software. Okay. So for pipe type, by default we have 5. You can add more. Building type, by default we only have this. You can add more. Let's say I have another type. It's called bungalow. Okay. Let's say water demand is 400 gallon per day. Okay. And the analysis. So this is very standard. You can see the minimum residual pressure 7.5. It means less than 7.5, the software will say fail. More than 7.5, if more than 330, the software also will say fail. So if you want to have a pass result, that means must within 7.5 to 30. But you can set you can set here. Okay. Then the peak flow factor and the fire flow factor. This one very standard, 2.5 and 1. Then the fire flow, water demand, you can set also. Then the rest is head loss and the velocity setting. Then for the design, so we can set the limit, the pipe from 150 to 300. Incremental diameter is 25. So the software will do the iteration from 150 until 300 only. If more than 300 cannot pass, then software will say fail.